Guys, so we are starting Unit 5, which is called Enlightenment, Revolution, and Nationalism. So we're going to be looking at those topics in more detail, and it is mostly focused on the continent of Europe. Unit 5 is our final unit of the school year. To review the overview with you, the Enlightenment called into question traditional beliefs and inspired widespread political, economic, and social change. This intellectual movement was used to challenge political authorities in Europe and colonial rule in the Americas. These ideals inspired political and social movements. Our essential question is, how do turning points change history? And then I've just included some graphics that might help you start to think about what the Enlightenment looked like. So we're going to start off Unit 5, as we always do, with some vocabulary. But hopefully you've now made it here because you've answered our do now question, which was make a guess. What do you think this political cartoon is depicting? And then I have some hints. Who might be in this political cartoon? I'm not asking for specific names, but more looking for the job/roles these people played in society. How might these people feel about each other? So we see this guy right here. He's pointing to the telescope, and there's a little thought bubble up here. And it's like, what probably he has seen through the telescope. And he's talking to someone right here. And we can see a little thought bubble. And we can see that this hat, if we look closely, there's a cross. And this person, someone of the church, since they're wearing a cross, they have taken the telescope and they're hitting this guy with it. For some more references, we can see that this was sometime in 1610 during June, it looks like. This looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa to me. So, we're seeing that the church, maybe they don't like who this person is, or they don't like this person's ideas, or maybe this person is challenging the church. Telescope, I think of science. So maybe science is starting to challenge the church, just for you to think about. Now to review our vocabulary words. Some of these you might feel familiar with, we might have had in previous units, or they might be completely new to you, and that is okay. So we have abolish, to stop something from happening or end something. Abolish, most recently in our current events, is being used in language against ICE, against immigration. So people think that we should get rid of ICE, we should get rid of it because of what is happening to families, the horrific acts happening to families from ICE against them. And then we have absolute, complete or total. So this puzzle is complete and in total because all the pieces are there. Audience, something that we're familiar with, the person or group of people that a message is for. Citizen, a resident of a town or city, especially one entitled to civic privileges such as voting. Consent, permission for something to happen or an agreement to do something. Divine right is the belief that an absolute monarch's authority to rule came directly from God. Equality, the state of being equal. So everyone was given the same size box for equality, as compared to equity. You are given what you need to be able to, in this instance, to be able to watch the baseball game. But we're focusing on equality, the state of being equal. Government, something that we know something about. The group of people that has power to make laws and important decisions for a community, state, or nation. We're really experiencing government firsthand every single day, seeing how decisions are made for community, state, and nation in response to COVID-19. Intellectual, a well-educated person. Liberty, the freedom to do what you would like to do. Philosopher, one who thinks about questions and studies the nature of life, truth, knowledge, and other important human matters. Reason, the power of the mind to think, understand, and make sense of the world. And then right, something you are allowed to do. So take your time in reviewing these vocabulary terms and use this Unit 5 vocabulary words column, the definitions and the pictures, to help you respond to the questions in the pod. Please reach out to myself or Miss Rogers if you have any questions.